Hello YouTube. Today I'm going to talk about 5 cars that Lincoln MKZ owners traded their MKZ in for. I'm only going to mention sedans, not SUVs or trucks. There's going to be a point in your Lincoln MKZ ownership where you just want to trade it in for a newer vehicle or something better. Some people want to keep their MKZ as long as they can, sort of like me, but many people want to trade it in before any major repair bills occur. So that's why I've compiled a list of top 5 cars that previous Lincoln MKZ owners have purchased. I will also compare these cars to the Lincoln MKZ in terms of space, design, and power. I'll be going from least purchased to most purchased, so stick till the end of the video to find out which car ex-Lincoln MKZ owners loved the most. If you haven't already, hit that subscribe button and show your support to my channel. My channel has grown significantly and it's all thanks to you guys for your support. Making videos are not as easy as it looks. It takes about 5 hours to complete one video, which includes filming, editing, and voiceovers. So I really appreciate everyone's support. It really means a lot to me. If you want to connect with other Lincoln MKZ owners, check out the Real Lincoln MKZ Facebook enthusiast group online. They are a group of great individuals that will help you out with any questions or concerns you may have. That being said, let's get on with the video, shall we? The first car that Lincoln MKZ owners traded their MKZ in for is the Lincoln Continental. The Lincoln Continental is a larger sedan, and it's a class above the MKZ in terms of size, performance, and prestige. The Continental has become a bargain in the used car market, so many MKZ owners consider the Continental as a big upgrade. Owners have said that the ride quality is far superior to the MKZ. The seats are better, and it has a lot of road presence. Even though the Continental has the same 3-liter twin-turbo engine in the MKZ, owners have said that the engine is well suited for the large car. Design-wise, I prefer the look of the Continental more than the MKZ. The Continental has more of a big money look, which to me, that looks amazing. It is a front-wheel based sedan, but I don't really care about that. Not as much as other people do. A lot of people really want that rear-wheel drive feel, but I owned my 2015 Genesis before, and to be honest, I think I prefer front-wheel drive, if I'm being completely honest. I've thought about getting myself into a Lincoln Continental as well, but what's stopping me is the engine. There are no hybrid options. Once you drive a hybrid, it's hard to put up with paying more at the pump with a non-hybrid vehicle. Otherwise, a Continental would have been sitting in my driveway. The second vehicle that Lincoln MKZ owners have purchased is a Cadillac CT5 or CT4. I think these sedans are very sharp looking in terms of the exterior design. Here is the CT5. And here is the CT4. They have a very similar look to them. It's hard to distinguish between a CT5 and CT4. I think the exterior design, it goes for a more sportier appearance compared to the Lincoln MKZ. The CT5 and CT4 is the answer to the German sports sedans. The interior is nice and sporty. It's not too much about luxury in my opinion, it's more tuned towards sport and whatnot. When it comes to powertrains, there are great powertrain options ranging from 4-cylinder turbo engines to supercharged V8 engines. So when it comes to power, the CT5 or CT4 is a really good alternative. I personally wouldn't consider a CT4 or a CT5 because they both look very similar like I mentioned, and the interior is not that attractive. Unfortunately, the Cadillac brand doesn't focus on luxury anymore as it used to do, and instead it focuses on sportiness, which is not something that I'm looking for in a vehicle. I'm looking for more of a luxury than performance. But if you're looking for performance and aggressive styling, this may be the vehicle for you. Next up on our list is the Audi A7. The Audi A7 is one of my all-time favorite luxury sedans in the market, at least the first generation was. I'm not a big fan of the current one, it just doesn't look as nice as the first generation one if I'm being honest. The Audi A7 and the Lincoln MKZ, they came out in the same generation, back in 2012 to 2013, that's when they first came out, and they had a lot of similar resemblance, especially when it comes to exterior design. They both had like a sloping roofline, which looked very attractive. I think the A7 does it a little bit better than the MKZ, but that's just my opinion. Anyways, a lot of MKZ owners have traded their MKZ in for a first-gen Audi A7. The A7 is one sexy looking car. It has aged incredibly well. In terms of size, it's a little bigger than the MKZ. It has a similar sloping roofline like I mentioned to the MKZ, which I really like. It's bigger and more comfortable, and it's more of a true sports sedan. The A7 does luxury and performance just right. The A7 has an optional mighty 4-liter turbo engine producing 450 horsepower, but if you get the RS7 spec, you're getting over 600 horsepower, which is incredible. The only thing that is stopping me from buying this car is the maintenance. It is a German luxury vehicle at the end of the day, and if you couldn't afford it brand new, you most likely won't be able to afford it used and maintain it if you buy it. The fourth car that Lincoln MKZ owners have bought is the Genesis G80. This is a car that I've owned before, and let me tell you, it's a very well built sedan. I've owned the first generation G80, which was basically a carryover of the second generation Hyundai Genesis sedan. However, the second generation G80 is also a vehicle that MKZ owners have considered to buy. It's bigger than the MKZ, has a well-crafted interior and powerful engine options. There is a 3.5-liter twin-turbo engine, which is the top of the line of the Genesis models right now. It's a very healthy power plant. The Genesis sedans focus more on luxury than performance, which I absolutely love because it seems like most luxury sedans are too focused on trying to be all at once, which is not ideal in my opinion. The leathers and materials are just amazing. I would gladly say it has better interior quality compared to Lexus interiors. The only thing stopping me from buying a Genesis, particularly a newer G80, is reliability and lack of a hybrid powertrain. I like how the Genesis G80 comes in an electric variant, but man, it's so expensive and not worth it, I think. That's why I barely see them on the road in my area. Last but not least, the most popular sedan that most MKZ owners have bought is the Lexus ES. The Lexus ES is a well-rounded vehicle, and it was also a direct competitor to the MKZ. The ES does luxury right. It's smooth, comfortable, and most importantly, it's darn reliable. Reliability is something that many people who value their money take into consideration when buying a luxury vehicle, especially a luxury car. Luxury and reliability do not go together, but Lexus has managed to create luxury sedans that are not only luxurious and compete with larger brands like Mercedes and BMW, but unlike those brands, Lexus has managed to make reliable vehicles, which is why it's the most popular sedan amongst ex-MKZ owners. The ES is slightly larger than the MKZ, it's buttery smooth, and the interior is very nice. There's not that many powerful engine options, however. You have a potent V6, and best of all, you have a hybrid powertrain, which is very uncommon in the luxury sedan market. The only thing that is stopping me from buying a Lexus ES is the exterior styling. I tried to like the exterior design, but it just isn't speaking to me as much as the MKZ did. I like the polarizing front end, but the rear end and the side silhouette just doesn't look that interesting to me. What do you guys think about the styling on the Lexus ES? Let me know in the comments down below. Anyways folks, that's going to be it for today's video. This is just a list of popular vehicles that previous MKZ owners have bought, so let me know in the comments below which vehicle you will buy next if I haven't covered it here already. I'll accept sedans, SUVs, and trucks. Hope you all enjoyed, and see you all next time.